That almost sucked a couple times, but it's gonna be all right. Yes, I need a flex shaft. What's going on? Hey, my honey's handmade plywood. Perry. See who else is in here. Big Max, what's up, buddy? How you doing? All right, what did I just do? Big Max, I will try and get my laptop and get you as a moderator because I put everybody as a moderator in here. So basically what I'm doing is, let me try and fix this. Did I break it? I think I broke it. Sorry for that. Bourbon Hunter Lee, good seeing you, buddy. So what I'm doing is, this is the start of what looks like an American flag that I'm going to be giving away for the Wounded Warrior Project on June 19th. Let me grab a couple finished ones. Got these drying. So here's one that's finished. Put a nice felt back on it and put some spray lacquer on it, so that's gonna be nice. And then here's another one I went with kind of a more rustic look. And I like this navy blue better. So I'm gonna keep going with that. And I also put a nice felt back on that. So that's what I'm working on here. Doesn't look like much right now, but it will in a few minutes. So I am going to get back to making this. You guys can talk in chat. I'll put the camera back down so you can see what I'm doing. Basically, what I did was went through with Big Bertha here and grooved out how I wanted the patterns, and then going through with the Dremel tool to give them a little bit of definition. So now I'm going to use my sander and start sanding this to get these to look rounded with ripples. So I'm gonna put the camera back down and get to it. I'm gonna mute this so it's not blowing you guys out. I've got to say, getting the Cutzel bits, I bought them from Rhinestone Suzanne's Link. Man, these have opened up a whole nother ball game for doing this type of carving. Generally, I was just using this, but now it lets me get in deeper, allows me to move more wood, and it's a lot more fun. Now, you may see the crack in there, and that's all right. So I'm putting these through the table saw anyways, so it'll be good. Now, as you can see, it's not looking as gnarly, and I'm starting to get some roundness to it. So I'm going to keep working it, and I'll probably grab my other sander for the Dremel and do some touch up on this. What freaks people out is I put this through the table saw, but it actually works out really nice for painting and everything. I'm gonna do a couple of touch-ups here that I want to do. Want to blend these a little bit more. They don't look so sharp. Listening to Jordy when he does his carving, which it's completely different than what I'm doing. I'm just using the Dremel as an accent. But talks about moving the wood. That's all you're doing is moving the wood. Moving the majority of it with the angle grinder and then fine tuning it with the Dremel. So, and it's good because I'm getting used to using the Dremel. I'll tell you what I do want to do though. What I'm doing right here, if you can see it, is just trying to break this up. I know my stars are going to come over about 5.5 inches, which is going to be really cool because it's going to put it right into here. So it's going to look like the stars are falling over. And then roughly about 5 inches is where it's going to cover for the stars. So I'm just putting some accent in right here just to break that little spot up. Doesn't have to be deep, but just something to give it a look. And then I'm trying to avoid straight lines. So it's supposed to be a wavy flag. So in order for it to wave, wavy flags don't have straight lines. So that's what I'm doing. Just gonna put my sander on here for a second. Sorry, I can't see chat very well with the camera down like that. So if you guys are talking to me, thank you for chatting. I'll try and check it in a few minutes. I don't have my laptop out here because I realized last time it just gets entirely too dusty. Seems a little tedious, but it's well worth it in the end. Awesome. I'll put the camera up for a second. How you guys doing today? What makes it different? Comments on. Hey, Uncle Steve. Evidently, somehow I hit the comments off. Sorry. Awesome. So yeah, this should be the last flag that I'm working on. Get this done and go from there. I have to check, but we had a couple more donations come in, and I believe we are just under a hair under $1,200 in donations. So that's awesome. That is really cool. Had some donations come in late last night, and I slept really well. All right. Think I'm good on this. I'm going to head over to the table saw. Actually, before I do that, let me check. I've got one more drying up. I'll take that to the table saw. Let me bring those over here. Then move this stuff. And this thing will kill you. I'm telling you. If you're not careful. Looks like I might have broke a tooth. Might be time to get a new one. I've put this through the ringer. I have put this through the ringer. Oh no, my Coke is all dusty. Hey Billy, how's it going? So I'm going to put you back down for a second. I think I'm going to get this one ready to glue up. Seems like it's dried enough. I just got to figure out my orientation, which is always good that I have it not right. 1, 3. Okay. So I'm going to put you back down while I get this ready to glue up. Once again, I can't see chat comments because of the camera angle. So if you guys want, excuse me, go ahead and talk in chat. Hopefully you can see. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a little wet still. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. How's it looking? Is it coming out good? Can you guys see it good? Yeah, so at this point, I'm going to go ahead and get this glued up. I think that'll be fine. And then once the glue dries, I'm going to go ahead and put the blue on it. Like I said, I'm making these for the giveaway on the 19th. I think I have 4 or 5 of them ready. So, or when I get these last 2 done, that'll be 4. That'll be like 5 I'm going to be giving away. So, we've had some really awesome people donate so far. We still have time left. Like I said, we're just under $1,200, which is, man, it's amazing. I'm just so proud. So, yeah, leave you guys there and start getting these glued up. If you notice, I've done this a couple of times. Each one is numbered, so I know which way they go back after they come off the table saw. Very important. You wouldn't think it would be hard to put back together. Oh my goodness. It's a bigger challenge than you think. All right. This. The nice thing is, you don't really need a lot of glue. Because you really want the least amount of squeeze out as possible. I'm really digging these flags. After this, I don't know if I'm going to make any more for a while, but I'm really digging them. And I've got molding and stuff to do. My wife is actually in the house painting right now. After she gets the painting done, I got to start working on some molding. So that's going to be fun. I realized today, I haven't really done a build video in a while. I need to get a build video done. I feel like I've been stuck on these flags between selling them, making them for the giveaway, and everything. I've kind of been stuck on them. But that's all right. It's a worthy cause. And that's good. Are you guys going to be available on the 19th? Hopefully. Because if you donated, you'll be entered. And you can still donate on the 19th. So if you haven't donated, you can still donate on the 19th. No pressure. All right. Always happens. Always get glue on the top somewhere. Awesome. Let me get my little board. Be straight. Grab a rag, try and get this glue before it dries. All right, that's good. Get these clamps. Get these boards down. I'm gonna pull it out a little bit. Make sure they didn't shift. Scoot it over a little bit. Challenges with all these ups and downs and dips and doos. Finding a good spot to clamp. Oops, sorry. Clamp gotcha. There you go. Get one more. My Uncle Steve came up with the idea of maybe doing a flag box. What do you guys think about that? I've never done a flag box before. A flag case to hold a folded flag. Yeah, that's good enough. Make sure these hold. They are good. I'm gonna wipe off the back. Now, I'm really liking that felt. Putting the felt on the back of these just makes it look so much better. I mean, that's what the back looks like without the felt. Set this over here. And then, as you saw earlier, that's what it looks like with the felt. Man, I love that look. All right, the fun part. Let me see if I can get you over here. Sorry about all the shakiness. Trying to move my camera stand around. I'm not a professional. I don't work off multiple cameras. So when I gotta move, it's gotta move. But see if we can get this shot in. You see the table saw? Yep. So basically what I'm doing is taking this one. This is gonna be my top. Cutting 13 strips out of it. I'm gonna have a little piece left over, but I really didn't do much to the bottom here because that's gonna be my scrap. So I will mute you for this. All right, as I mentioned in the video that I did making these are lined up in order of how they're cut. So I'm going to move them over to the table in this order so I can label them. All right, moving it back to the table. You came to see a professional studio. Came to the wrong spot. All right. So what we're going to do here is put these onto my paint board as if I haven't got enough paint on my table. All right. Move these down. This is the fun part. We get to paint them. But first, we get to label them. 1, 2. As you'll see in a little bit, if you've seen the video, you know, or if you watched my live, you know, when I was making these a couple weeks ago, man, it is so important to label these because it is like a Jenga match trying to get these put back together. Now, to be honest, I'm not really worried about that crack because when I squeeze these together, I'll throw some wood glue in there and then the pressure will hold it. So that will be fine. I've had to repair some of these knots and it's come out good. My uncle came up with an idea. Instead of spray painting these black, he wants one. And the way that I fade the spray paint, he wants it to look like sun rays are coming out, which is pretty cool. And once again, if anybody's in chat, I can't see chat because of the way the camera is. So if you're saying hi, hello, I appreciate you being here. And we're going to start painting. And that's it. That is all the black paint you need on this. Now it's going to dry for a few minutes and we will be ready to do the stripes. So cool. Now, I'm going to do a little commercial. Not that I get paid for said commercial, but couple weeks ago, I did a short on how bad this spray paint stinks. Anything with that name on it, run. Do not buy it. And actually, it's funny because my wife is in the house painting, and the wall that she's painting, the tape won't stick to it. Masking tape won't stick to it. Painter's tape won't stick to it. And then I'm having a blank right now. The gray stuff, duct tape won't stick to it. Guess what it was painted with? Yeah, just not good. So believe it or not, Rust-Oleum, man. Rust-Oleum is your friend. I love this stuff. It goes on smooth, goes on nice, dries quick. There. That is my unpaid commercial for anybody watching this wanting to use spray paint. Rust-Oleum, 100%. So I am done carving, I do believe. Just waiting for paint to dry and yeah, glue. So if you guys give me a second, I will run in the house, grab my laptop, and sit and speak with you for a few minutes. So once again, if you come for a professional live, this isn't it. All right, give me a second. Be right back. All right. I am back. Give me just a second. Cool. I'm gonna get my laptop up so I can see chat. I can't see chat. I see Flossie's here. I see Kevin's here. Is that CNG? Dot's here. How are you, Dot? Just trying to get my laptop up. I was carving, and carving is not good for your laptop when all the dust gets in it. Unless you watch this live, you guys are getting information nobody else knows. Thursday's live, Dot is going to be our special guest. Don't spoil it, but unless you watch this live, you're not going to know who it is. So keep it under wraps. Let's just see Josh Fritz come in. I think I did. I'm getting my laptop up. How you doing, Josh? Almost there. Oh, look, I'm live. But I am live on my Whiskey Nature account, not my I'm not live on Whiskey Nature, but I was on my Whiskey Nature. So for those that didn't know, I have a bourbon channel that I kind of stepped away from for a little bit because I stopped drinking. So, but it's still there. And all right, now I can see chat. Awesome. Big Max. Let me see if I can make you a moderator. Get caught up on this. Gotcha. Very good. Move this to live chat. Awesome. All right. So yeah, I have a bourbon channel. It's called Whiskey Nature. And I don't want to say I abandoned it because I still go on and talk to a lot of the people from the Whiskey Tube. Don't drink anymore. And matter of fact, to my surprise, a few of the people from Whiskey Tube made donations to the Wounded Warrior Project. So that's been really cool. Really cool. Appreciate it. Hey, Jeff. Jeff Doty is my brother. Everyone say hi to him. And Department of Transportation. You know, she had a live the other day when like a tornado or something was coming through. So she was reporting back for the Department of Transportation. She had like 2-inch size hail. It was crazy. She was nuts for being out there. I was like, what are you doing? Like, get under cover. Oh, it's Chris Jenkins here? I did not see Chris Jenkins. And as a matter of fact, Josh and Chris are a few of my friends from the Whiskey Tube. You know what, Dot, you're going to fit right in with us because we get a little nuts. Now, we try to keep it a clean nuts. Let me rewind. We try to keep it clean because in a lot of cases, in some cases, there are kids watching the show with their family, you know, and stuff. So we do try to keep it clean. I'm not going to say it doesn't get off the rails a little bit, but yeah. So that's what it is. But it's a good time. It's a good time. Rusty is really great at what he does. I like doing what I'm doing. And hey, I was on 77 Rockets last night with Ryan and Mike. And that was a blast. Big Max was there too, I believe. And that was actually, I think, the first time I was cleanish. Yes, cleanish. I think that was actually the first time I was actually on somebody else's live. That was different. It was fun. We had a good time. It was a good conversation. He said, did I say that? Did I say ass? I didn't mean to say ass. No, it's not your fault, Kevin. It's not your fault at all. Part of the reason, I'm going to sneeze. Oh, yeah. It wasn't just nuts. It was clean nuts. I was cleaning my nuts. Hey, EW, how's it going? So, on top of the fact that I was drinking too much on the Whiskey Tube, I looked at it like this. You know, if my grandson, thank you for blessing me. If my grandson was to look up YouTube and YouTube me, what would he see? He would see me probably half drunk, drinking and everything. And that wasn't something that I wanted him to see. It's still there, but I don't post to it anymore. I use it more social. And that's another reason why I started this, because my grandson does watch it. And sometimes he's in the videos with me. Not 100% because his mom don't want him to be, and that's fine. But you've probably heard me refer to him if you've seen any of the videos he's been in. So yeah, I try to keep it clean for a number of reasons. Kids, And a lot of people here, you know, they believe in God and stuff. So I don't want to, yeah, offend anybody, but that's fine. Anyways, just don't go to Beaver After. Don't, well, no. So Beaver After Dark is not my show. That is 100% Rusty and those people. It's a good show if you like that type of entertainment. And you should check it out if you like that type of entertainment. But I'm on there long enough to say hello, hit the like button, and then I'm pretty much out. Every once in a while, I'll get in a smarty butt comment, and then I'm out. But now, Rusty also has a channel called the Off Track Syndicate. That's a pretty fun channel if you ever want to go watch it. Thank you, baby kisses. Thank you. And Josh, thank you for being here. I mean, even though I'm not drinking, I'm popping into those lives, saying hi to everybody. And, you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again. You're always welcome to be here. And I believe I was trying to get you on my show then. You still have an open invite to come on this show if you want. But I know you're probably still not ready for camera. Thank you, Bourbon Hunter Lee. Part of it is an act, Uncle Steve. Part of it is an act. I am acting innocent. A little bit. Had my days. I've had my days. But, you know, out in public like this, put yourself out there. There's so much more. So much more. Whoa, did Rusty just go live? I thought they go live at 8. Oh, it is 8. Oh, crap. Oh, Rusty just went live. So when we leave the live, if anybody goes over to Off Track Syndicate to see Rusty in his hat, tell him I sent you. Huh. I know, Josh, you're always lurking in the chats, and that's fine because you're always welcome in the chats. Everybody's welcome in the chats. I'm actually surprised so many people are here. So many people are here today, with it being a holiday weekend. Is everybody having a good weekend? Do we remember what this weekend is for? This weekend is for the fallen soldiers who are no longer with us. And that is very important. So it is more than just barbecues and stuff. Yes, be prepared for anyone to see it if you put it out there. You are 100% correct. That's why when we were talking one night about me dancing in my Speedo for donations, I put the kibosh to that. I'm not dancing in a Speedo. I'll dance in a thong, but not a Speedo. Yes. Oh, it's easy to go off. It's easy, very easy to make a right hand turn when you should make a left. So yeah, you're welcome, and I try hard, and Rusty tries hard. So, and you know what? It's not just about us, though. It's about everybody in the community. Everybody in the community is so respectful and nice. I think there was only one time I actually had to boot somebody, and I don't really think they were from the community, anyways. At least they're no longer are. But yeah, everybody's really good and respectful, and I appreciate that. I think everybody appreciates that. Do you want me to do that now, or do you want me to do that for donations? I mean, I'll do just about anything for a donation, but I mean, if you want me to sing it now, I'll do it. Yes, it is that time of year, Josh, where I will be making my treks up to Alpena to the cottage. And I'm still trying to figure that one out because um, doing whiskey lives up there was a lot easier. Set the camera up, have a drink, you're live. I still have to figure out my making and stuff. But yes, I will be making my normal trips up to the cottage to spend time with my father-in-law. And yes, we will get together. Awesome, Electric Whittler. Thank you very much, Josh. Um, Speaking of which, Rhinestone Suzanne put her package in the mail also for the giveaway. I am not having very good luck, but I'm working on uh, Home Depot and Lowe's trying to get some gift cards. Tractor Supply is hopeful, but the manager that was working with me, she's on vacation right now. Sorry if I'm sniffling. All this dust has got my nose just going crazy. She had mentioned as long as I gave her a letter from the Wounded Warrior Project that she would do some gift cards in the basket. So hopefully she's got a lot going on right now. Her husband's having surgery. So I'll check back with her in a couple of weeks. We still have a couple of weeks, so we're good. I mean, Bear and the Boss Lady, Bear is going to send something. I think Creation Dust is going to send something. The Wounded Warrior Project sent out a nice bag and it's a huge flag. I want to put it out here for everybody to see, but I don't want it to get dirty. I'll have it out the day we do the giveaway. So that's cool. And I've got, I said 4 or 5 flags to give away. So I'm working on that, getting those finished. I don't really want to put any more money out for other stuff for giveaways. So we'll see what we have. But so far, I can tell you, and Oli, just seen Oli come in, so good to see you. We do have a neti pot, and that's the grossest thing in the world. Some people love it. I cannot do it. I will go in the house and I will just blow up a pack of paper towels or something. To be honest with you, Jay Creates is giving away a mask. I'm hoping I win it. But I do have the N95 masks, but they just don't work. I mean, they work fine, but when you're carving with that big angle grinder and then you bust out the Dremel, you guys seen how much dust was just all over this place from the 3 or 4 flags that I made today? It's crazy. But anyways, I'm going to give you guys a live update. I love the pot, Betty pot, that is. Okay. All right, 1 second. So we are officially at 15 people who donated, and we are at $1,163 raised. Now, that does not count the $500 that my wife and I are going to put in for the $500 match. We're going to wait till the last day and see how far we can get up. But right now, once again, unless you're watching this live, you won't know we're already over the $1,500 goal that we had once we put our money in. So that's awesome. That is awesome. But the point of that is we should have a good amount of prizes to give everybody. Hey, Raja, good to see you, buddy. Raja, my brother. Need a sanding box. Yes, I do. And I've got to make something. I just have to figure out what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it, because I'm sure some of you guys have seen it on Bearded Viking, because I actually gave him props for this idea. But this flocking material, oh my goodness, it gets all over the place. It's like, see right there, I could have just went off the rails and got all crazy, but I'm going to show you. That stuff gets all over the place. Thank you, baby kisses. Yeah, and it's when I do the flocking, I've got to make something to put what I'm flocking in, because it gets in the air, it gets all over the place. It's beautiful, but it's messy. I do wear a mask. Yep, I do wear a mask. The only mask I have is an N95 mask. So when I do that, I definitely have a mask on. And baby kisses, you're so awesome. You were always out promoting everybody. I appreciate it. Might need to mess with that stuff. Yes, it's bad. It's bad. My wife, I felt so bad for her. But when she's in a zone, and this isn't something that I can't say, but when she's in a zone, she's in a zone. Man, she was in the house sanding walls, getting them ready to paint. And I'm like, you need a mask? And then she's like, no. And I'm like, I've got masks. She's like, okay. So I got her a mask and stuff. And she's been busting her butt all day. And I've been out here working on this stuff. But I've learned when she's painting walls, you don't bother her. And she won't let me paint. So she let me paint once. And that was it. She learned her lesson. And I tried. I really put effort forward. I just can't paint. Painting is not one thing I can do. Greg, did you get my email? Sent you an email thanking you for coming on. So you were laser engraving military dog tags for your wife and her class. She retires Tuesday. Good for her. I was tired and my back and neck. Took some pain meds. Look, you do not have to apologize for falling asleep. Oh, Off Track's not going tonight? Oh, maybe. Well, I can't get a hold of Rusty. I'm not going to be on that long. Anyways, I feel bad because we didn't notice you fell asleep sooner. If we would have noticed you fell asleep sooner, we would have put you backstage. But with the game taking up most of the screen, and let's be honest, if you knew Rusty back in the day, as he said on the live, there's many a times where he's nodded out and I've come close. So don't ever worry about that. Just know that if we realize it, we will bump you backstage just so you're not being seen. But tell your wife congratulations on retiring. And how'd the dog tags come out? Well, the Frosty sees I'm live and he's up to it. I know he worked today. He may pop in, but I'm probably only going to be about another 20 minutes or so, because I know I've got to give my wife her shot before she goes to bed. So I got to do that. So I feel bad for not getting a hold of Rusty then, because I was just out here working and decide that I was gonna go live. It's kind of what I do. And then I sat there for 20 minutes debating, do I go live? Do I not go live? Do I go live? Do I not go live? And the Runic workshop was live. and I didn't want to bump him or, bother him. But then I'm like, well, he's been live for almost 4 hours. And it's like, well, I'm just going to go live. We'll see what happens. But in moving some stuff around, I just got dust all over this. Yeah, Perry, I mean, you don't want to, if somebody's live, you don't want to be that guy to just go live and be like, screw you. But I just, it is what it is. I figured it was on for almost 4 hours and just went for it. See that black paint's already. Oh, we were just talking about you, Rusty. Look at that.
I was feeling under the weather, and Kenzie's not feeling good, and Whiskey Wisdom backed out on us, and
gotcha. Well, I only plan on being on for about another 20 minutes or so, because I was making flags and decided to go live, and then I seen Off Track pop up going live, and I asked everybody. I was like, "Oh no, Rusty's going to be so mad because I'm live and Off Track is on." But I did tell everybody to go to Off Track.
Yeah, well, they got a everybody's sick banner for about 10 minutes. Gotcha. Hey, look at there, golly, there's a Josh Fritz and the Carving Wizard and Baby Kisses, Kevin Durica. I know, no hat. Jenkins, what's up, buddy? Electric Whittler, CNG. Yeah, I know the hat's over yonder. I'm under the weather, man. I'm just not not feeling too good.
Don't get us. Don't get us sick.
I got the creeping crud. Yep.
What's up, Canadian Chris? Thank you for being here. So, Rusty, I was on Bears Live earlier today.
Oh, man. Was you off today?
It's Sunday, dude.
Oh, yeah. See, I'm all screwed up. I had to work today. I got to work tomorrow. Yeah. Whatever.
We started a Carve Rusty's Hat Fund.
Oh.
Yes. So everybody's trying to pull together to get Bear to carve your hat.
Oh Lord. There's Canadian Chris, Flossie. Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, I'm over most of this. I just got a little bit of congestion and stuff left, and just kind of hanging in there.
Why is my phone trying to go to sleep now? It didn't try to go to sleep until you got on here. That's weird.
Yeah, I am taking meds, Flossie.
I've got to get these painted so I can get them glued up.
All right, I'm liking Ole. He's got it right there. # Rusty is the best.
Yeah,
I know you like that.
There's days where you are truly the best.
Well,
but you know what? I'll be right back. I gotta pee.
Hey, I like this this thing where it shows the comments as they pop up there. That's all right there. Subbed Rusty. Oh, thanks, Big Max. Look, don't expect a whole lot, from mine. I do all my good stuff over here with DeLand. I'm going to try to put out a couple of things, but, I like hanging over here with DeLand and everybody. It just kind of keeps us all in one place,
We like you being here.
Yeah, I do have that one video that I put out on DeLand's channel, which I kind of like that. I kind of like, DeLand's handmade woodworking with Professor Rusty. It's like I'm a guest. I'm a guest performer. I don't know what. Yeah, thanks, DeLand, for not taking the camera with you when you went to pee.
trying to pay attention right now. So
I know.
We had this conversation earlier. We try to keep this a clean show.
You know, and Joywood was nice enough, you know, for us to send us that stuff. You know, I went looking through their stuff. I don't think that table is as expensive as you told me.
He said in the email 300. Why? What did you see it for?
Because I seen the exact same table with wheels for 169. Now I think it's worth that.
No, I think I'll have to look through the email. He said it was like $300.
Yeah, but 169. It's to me, it's worth that.
Maybe they made it 169 because you said it was junk for 300.
Maybe. I don't know. There's Miss Wanda. Wanda's Blessed Creation. Big Mac's Woodworking. What's up, buddy? LJ. Everybody's in there saying, hey.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Wanda.
And, of course, awesome Chris and Jenkins and Baby Kisses. They're throwing up links and stuff for everybody. That's awesome. Perry, Electric Whittler. Joe's in there. Joe's in there. What's up, Joe? Damn it. I need to get out there and hang with Joe so he can
Joe
teach
who,
me.
Independent Joe?
No, Woodworker's Dilemma.
Oh.
I got to get out there. I'm going to try. This next weekend, if he ain't got nothing planned, I'm going to try to ride out there and maybe he can do like a tutorial video, you know, showing me how to do stuff out there.
That'd be cool.
He's making some killer stuff.
Boom. You guys see that?
That's awesome.
Beautiful.
Let me mute. Sorry.
I think you need to go to bed. All right. I'm going to move this and then I'm going to get the white. Be right back.
All right, I'm gonna plan on that next weekend, Joe, and I'll hit you up through the week. You know, make sure everything's going good with you, and that you're free. But yeah, that's awesome, man. I need some tips and some tricks and. I got the creeping crud, Miss Wanda. I've actually had it for a week, and I'm on the back side of it now. It's just kind of lingering, and yeah, yeah, there you go. I wish. Thank you, Kevin. Yeah, I'll get over this mess. Yeah, big dose of NyQuil. I got my own special little NyQuil right here, so don't tell nobody. Oh, next weekend won't work, but all right. No problem. I ain't going anywhere, man.
So, Rusty, have you talked to Judy? Are you going to be here on the 19th or no?
Yes, I am.
Okay, cool.
She said I could just come hang out and do what I got to do here, and we'll figure it out. But yeah. Yes, a special medication. I mean, this is some. Any of you old timers remember the Waltons? The two sisters. They had, what was it? Grandpa's special recipe or whatever. It's Grandpa's special recipe right here.
All right.
Flossie remembers.
Who remembers?
Flossie remembers the sisters.
I remember the Waltons.
You remember the two spinster sisters?
I believe so.
And they had Grandpa's special recipe. Man, that looks really good, dude.
Thank you. I
like that.
I used the angle grinder on it, and then I used the Dremel tool. The kit that I bought off of Rhinestone Suzanne's link, and added a little bit more definition to it.
I like the so how are you doing? Are you adding like a little bit of darkness to the I see like it's darker. Are you adding that in, or is that just how it looks?
No, so when I spray paint the base black,
Yeah.
hold on. The same thing for the red, but when I paint the base of it black,
Right.
and then lightly go over it with the white and the red, which lets the black stand out.
Okay. Yeah, that looks good.
Give shadows. Can't tell right now because it's in the pieces, but once it comes back together.
Right. No, I can see the black coming through on that too. That looks good.
Yeah, and sometimes with the black on the white, I've got to go through and give it just a slight coat because the black comes through too much.
Gotcha.
But I have to run in the house and get some tape. Be right back. I let my wife have it.
Gotcha. Man, we got 26 in here. I hope everybody's smashing that like button over there. You got to mash it. Mash it and smash it. Every time that like button is smashed, a puppy gets saved. Just saying. Or a kitten. Just depends. Yeah, yeah, always headed to find something. That's me. I swear to God, I bet 25-30% of my time in the shop is setting something down and forgetting where it's at and then hunting for the damn thing for 10 minutes.
Sorry, like I told you guys earlier, if so you might not have been here. My wife is painting. So
what is she painting? The house?
The house.
Nice.
She won't let me paint. I can't paint. I'm not good at painting.
Well, yes, the shop grown. I'm telling you, they do. They move that shit.
What?
Anything in the shop, I'll use a pencil, set it down. That son bitch is gone. Tape measure. I just had it right here. Gone. Other end of the shop. I don't know. It's.
All right. So you got to look at me for this.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to tell you guys a story. My wife and I got married in a haunted house. Okay. You know, where you go, you pay people to scare the crap out of you and stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I managed it for about 10 years. And I also did photography there for the actors and stuff. Now, this was an old pig slaughter farm. No joke. It's in Hillsdale, Michigan. It's called Darkside Acres Haunted House. And one day I was in there setting up my photography equipment. My bulbs back then cost around $30 a piece. So I know where I set them and I know where I put them. And I was the only one in this room setting up. Went to get my bulbs and my bulbs were gone.
Yeah.
Like, gone. Like I set them down and they were gone to the point to where I had people looking for them. They ended up in a completely different room. How they got there, I have no clue. And then another time, I was setting up, and I watched somebody walk from one end to the other, but only there was nobody there, and there were no windows, so I couldn't see his shadows. So it was crazy. It was crazy. Rumor had it when it was a pig slaughter farm that one of the overnight guys had a heart attack and fell into one of the pens. He wasn't 100% there when they found him the next day.
Yep.
The pigs got him.
Yep. They will, buddy.
So yeah, okay. Back to taping this up. Can you see it? All right.
Yep, see it.
So this one is going to be tricky because I know the way I have the stars, I want to be over 5.5 inches. So 5.5 inches is going to put me right in the middle of that. Oh, come on. Why is painter's tape so hard to get off or get started?
Yep.
It's dumb.
That's because when you go to tear it off, you need to leave a little bit and fold over the end.
Well, no, it's brand new.
No, I'm talking about. Oh, I see what you're saying. Whatever.
That would be about right.
Oh,
There.
LJ goes to 2 sites. He fixes medical equipment in hospitals.
Oh,
He
really?
goes to 2 sites that are haunted.
I love haunted houses or haunted sites that are really, truly haunted. And
Uh,
I love haunted houses. But, man, when that happened, I almost thought twice of it.
yeah, I worked in some hotels in my younger days that I swear had something going on.
Yep. You're giving away my secret.
So are you clear coating? Do you clear coat that stuff when you're done?
So after the paint dries for a day,
Yeah.
I've got some spray lacquer that I put on it.
Okay.
Yep. If anybody tells me I don't put effort into this, I'm gonna slap them.
Oh, I know you do.
So the 5.5 inches is important just because that's good for the spacing. But if you look at the American flag, the blue stops 7 strips down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So now
There you go. So let me ask you this. This is out of left field.
Yes.
So I made a concrete mold a while back, and I
Mhm.
think I showed some people, what it looked like afterward. Well, my mold, the sides of my mold, it's just 1x4. I am gonna do a video of making this mold, but
Okay.
so I did one concrete step or piece in it or whatever, and I put the mold away, and I came back, and the sides had completely just warped up I guess, from getting wet from the concrete. So I'm wondering, I'm gonna need to seal that if I want to continue to use, if I want to use it for more than one time. That'd be kind of expensive having to remake it every time. So I wonder, should I use like a lacquer or acrylic spray, clear something? Will that help seal it off?
Planting stuff in it?
It's just the mold to make the piece.
Oh yeah, you might want to do that.
Yeah.
You might want to seal it with something.
Yeah, my mold just took a shit, basically. And I only used it one time, so
That sucks.
Yeah, so I'm either I would paint. You think if I just painted it?
Good.
I don't know. It's crazy.
All right. Wish me luck. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's what they say, Carving Wizard. If you leave yourself open, you got to take precautions. If you go places to keep them from, following you home, because they can. I mean,
Who's following who home?
The spirits, ghostesses.
Oh.
Ghostesses. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom.
Bam.
But they say sage, burning sage in your place will help ward off evil spirits. That's pretty.
So I'm going to have to go in a little bit. My wife requested Dairy Queen. And when she requests Dairy Queen after she's been working all day, I got to get her Dairy Queen. She likes Dairy Queen. And she's my queen. So I got to make her.
Dot's whittling. I'm watching y'all and whittling a hippie at the same time.
Nice.
N4, Dot.
I'm excited for Dot to be.
Yeah.
I'm excited for Dot to be on next Thursday.
Right? That is sage advice, Chris. Canadian Chris. Burn sage. That is sage advice, yes.
So we have sage growing in our backyard. And I dry a bunch of sage for tea.
Yeah.
And I make what are those things called when you burn the sage? Smudge sticks?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, smudge sticks. But with ours, we also grow lavender and rosemary in our yard. My driveway is lined with lavender. We've got lavender in the backyard.
I know.
Also.
I seen that.
Yep. And so when I make the smudge sticks, I put well, obviously sage, lavender, and rosemary in them after they're dried, and dry them, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right, so I am gonna have to go. I don't know if you want to keep going with the live a little bit longer. That's fine.
I get it's up to the folks in the chat if everybody's gonna
It does
be heading off. You know.
All right.
I ain't
Well,
really.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave, and if everybody wants to hang out, you guys can hang out. But I'm gonna have to get Dairy Queen for my wife, and then at some point in time, give her a shot before she goes to bed. So.
Whoa! I mean, you don't have to get all like personal and stuff. You just do you.
No, it's not like that.
Oh,
so
okay.
I wish. But
What?
so I will leave and thank you guys very much for being here.
Yeah,
So-
we're all expecting DQ. I mean,
You know, Kevin, the last time I bought Dairy Queen while I was on a live, because I did leave to go get Dairy Queen once, or I went beforehand. I bought everybody in the chat Dairy Queen. I truly did. The problem is I ate it before I got back. So
God.
you're welcome for me thinking of you guys.
Mm.
And tonight I will do the same thing. I will buy there's 19 people in chat right now. I will buy 19 people ice cream and hopefully you get it. Thank you, Flossie. Thank you. And Rusty, I'll leave it going if you want to stay. If anybody wants to say, if not, just end it. And I'll head out.
Yeah, I'm gonna bail. I'm gonna take some more. I'm gonna take a little more medicine,
Okay.
and I'm gonna
Very good.
head to bed.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out. I know it's unexpected, but other than Thursdays, my lives are pretty much unexpected. Just depends
That's
on what I'm working on. So, but thank you for
That's
being
right.
here.
You know, you could tell somebody so I could join you earlier instead of me finding out. But whatever.
I thought you were going live with Off Track. I was going to call you.
I did too until right there at the end. Whatever.
Whatever. All right. Thank
Anyway.
you guys. Have a good night, Rusty. I'll talk
We're
to you
out.
later.
See y'all.